Hey, what's up, folks? So, I am someone who has interest in sports. I didn't want to say a sports fan. I do have an interest in sports, but the past I would say 5 years, I've just not have any. I've not had any interest in sports, and I want to talk particularly about basketball and football. And then I'm going to come out with another video about wrestling. I grew up a huge wrestling fan. And so the NBA and the NFL, what comes with the package when you're a spiritual person is that you see right through what is given to you on face value. So what that means is that when you're when you're watching sports games and you're watching any type of sport, everybody on the surface is what are you doing on this play and that play, and why wouldn't you do this and that? It's very clear to me, and it became something that it was annoying to me that these games are rigged, not only play by play, but due to the gambling and all this other stuff. It's something that's unwatchable for me personally. I can't stand a lot of the people that I watch. They have opinions about, 5 minutes left in the game, why wouldn't you substitute this guy in? Or why wouldn't you? And I'm like, dude, one of the things that's very upsetting, I have not watched a full NBA game and I don't know how long. I was somebody who was drawn to Golden State, but the sham that I kept seeing, it just turned me off. And once I'm somebody who, once I'm fed up, I'm fed up. And once I'm convinced of something to be nonsensical, there is no turning back. And the NBA, one of the things is they take too many breaks. You wonder why these players get hurt. And, a lot of them can't get into a rhythm because you're taking 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes sometime commercial break, because a lot of you guys are just, you're slowing the game down. And when you're slowing the game down, a lot of these players, aren't as mobile. Shout out to Antonio Brown and Jason Whitlock. That was a great interview I watched yesterday. Antonio Brown is a character, by the way, man. He's a very likable person. He kept referring to Jason Whitlock. Mr. Whitlock, look at my stats, Mr. Whitlock. Look at my stats, okay? Because I'm a huge stat guy, Mr. Whitlock. And it was really, he was really prying through a lot of the narratives that a lot of people had about him when he kept saying, and there was another funny thing. He was like, how many tutties I had? Because he said his father is he is the greatest arena football player ever, better than Kurt Warner. So when he told me, say, pull up my stats, Mr. Whitlock, how many tutties me and my dad got together? How many tutties? It was just funny, but it spoke volume to the fact that he was like, Mr. Whitlock, they be playing a lot of these players off against each other. When he talked about the fact that, yeah, man, they, the NFL did not want me and Tom Brady to win a championship, because I guess it's that, like, the white guy throwing to the black guy to win the game. It's just a bad look, I guess. I don't know. But when he talked about, he said, did Tom Brady win a championship with Randy Moss? They went undefeated. And the way, he was like, what did he say? He was like, did Tom Brady win a championship with Randy Moss? And they went undefeated. Think about it, Mr. Whitlock. And I was like, dude, mans is roasting him. Not Mr. Whitlock, but he's roasting the sentiment. Like, bro, like, from the top to the bottom, this stuff is manipulated. So you see why a lot of players, they get into these backdoor deals and stuff like that to make extra money, because they don't make a lot of the money that they're supposed to make up front, because the leagues will levy all types of legal cases against them, send women at it. They do all types of stuff, man. I could see at the end of the day, that would make me a madman. That would make me very aggressive, at the end of the day. And I guess it's kind of like, I think, Antonio Brown said, he was like, it's 2 dogs, 1 bone, Mr. Whitlock. That's where you get that aggressive nature from, or added nature to these players out there, because they're not being allowed to have a free flowing contract. There's all these type of manipulations and stuff like that that go into it. I'm already over my 5-minute mark, but yeah, man, you know, a lot of breaks, you know, I know things about, you know, on all levels as far as like the Kabbalah. I just know certain things that when I see logos, color schemes, numbers, all these different things, I just see right through it. And then to add, you know, the fact that there is nothing in this world that has a free flow to it. Everything is manipulated and tampered with. So that's why I don't watch sports, man. I could talk about several different things. Floyd Mayweather, he's another person that I've seen over time through social media. People not really, you know, some people would talk about, you know, and same with Tom Brady and things like that. And I put LeBron at the very tail end of this conversation where they have this, well, they don't want to leave the spotlight and they don't, you know, stuff like this. There is a skill to these sports, quarterback, boxing, basketball, that, you know, if you master the fundamentals, Tom Brady, he has that mentality of like, you guys are making the game so easy. I could play until I'm 55 years old because of the different rules and stuff. And the league is like, hell no, you not. You know, you're not about to slice and dice up this league at 65 years old. We're not going to allow you to do that, even though you probably could. You know, LeBron James, he's just a mockery, and he is a blatant example of the decline in the overall character of society. You know, I would rather, you know, he's the guy that's like, he's the fifth grader that's like 15 years old, you know, and he's just beating everybody ass and tetherball and just doing all, and, you know, every kick he kick is a damn, you know, with not dodgeball, but kickball. He kicking the ball over the gate every damn time, and he just, you know, thinking he doing big shit, but you're not doing nothing. So, you know, there's just some insight about me and how I feel about LeBron. But, you know, about these leagues as a whole, man, with the gambling and all this other stuff, there is no more Michael Jordans. Stop comparing Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is not no Michael Jordan. LeBron James is probably I would put him, you know, somewhere in the like 49, 50 rank. You know, he's not in my top 5, not in the top 10, not in the top 15, not in the top 20, not in the top 30, not in the top 40. And I'm being dead serious. So for you people out there, man, who are sports fans and stuff like that, tell me what y'all think, because I know a lot of people still get into this stuff, and I do too. I could stomach maybe about 5, 10, 15 minutes of any type of sporting event. But you guys tell me what y'all think, man. Thank you. I'm out.